Welcome back to another Habs Daily News. Today we want to talk about no, not the Montreal Canadiens. The series Boston Bruins versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. The series is 3-1 Boston Bruins. Last night I did the game play-by-play. We have a lot of Leaf fans, we have a lot of Montreal Canadiens fans, and we have a lot of hockey fans. You know, I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan. Right now, I'm an outsider of the series. I don't like Boston Bruins. I don't like the Toronto Maple Leafs. But last night, after the game, it looked like it was the post-season of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Fire the coach, fire Shanahan, trade players. And it was all about the Toronto Maple Leafs, another fiasco playoff. But I want to give you another view of how I'm thinking about that series. First of all, the Boston Bruins dominate game number 1. They almost dominate game number 2, but Toronto win. They dominate game number 3, and they dominate game number 4. Yes, the indiscipline of Toronto Maple Leafs, the special team of the Boston Bruins over the Toronto Maple Leafs, and then the goaltender swimming over Samsonov. At the end of the day, it's just because Boston Bruins are a better team. That's it, that's all. At the beginning of the series, who is the underdog? The Toronto Maple Leafs. So don't be surprised right now it's 3-1 for Boston Bruins. Let's go back during the season. Many fans said the Toronto Maple Leafs are built to be a great team during the season and to be a bad team during the playoffs. But if you look the standing, Toronto Maple Leafs are the only number 10 in the standing. It's not like a great team like the Florida Panthers. They have a good team, but not a great team. The Boston Bruins finished in front of them in the standing with over 7 points difference. 2 years ago, the Boston Bruins was 26 difference point over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Boston Bruins is just a better team. That's the reason it's 3-1. If you look during the season, the Boston Bruins win all the 4 games against the Toronto Maple Leafs. During those 4 games, the Toronto Maple Leafs, at any moment, they never lead the scoreboard against the Boston Bruins. What is your expectation from that series? It's just normal the Boston Bruins lead 3-1. They are just a better team. Now, let's talking about the lineup. Who has the better goaltender? Boston Bruins. Who has the better defenseman? Boston Bruins. Yes, the forward of the Toronto look good on the paper with Matthews 69 goals, and Tavares, and Marner, and Nylander. A great year. But if you look about the 12 forward, the Boston Bruins, they play better as a group together compared to Toronto Maple Leafs season-wise. And now in the playoff, if you look about the trade deadline, look what the Boston had compared what the Toronto Maple Leafs had. Boston advantage. Boston Bruins is just a better team over the Toronto Maple Leafs. And that's it, that's all. This is the reason why Boston lead 3-1. It's not because Matthews don't show up. It's not because Matt Marner does not play well. He's the Mr. Invisible. It's just the reality. The Boston Bruins are just a better team over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, let's go back 8 years ago. When they got Matthews, Marner, they signed Tavares, they got Nylander, and they tried to build a team, a new GM, a new coach. But if you look, the result after 8 years is a team did only 2 times number 4 in the standing and number 5 in the standing. They never win the Atlantic Division in the last 8 years. I don't count the North America Division when they have a COVID season. They only been top 5 2 times during the 8 years together, the core. They are a good team, but they are not a great team. Every time they get eliminated, only 1 year, the team was lower at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Otherwise, any other team, and the year the Columbus beat them, they was almost equal in the standing. The Tampa Bay is better, the Boston Bruins is better, and last year, the Florida Panthers, whatever they finished, 8 in the division, and they beat the Boston Bruins, you can see what kind of team they are, better at the Toronto Maple Leafs. So what is the point, coach? For me, I just want to share it with you, is the Boston Bruins are just a better team compared to the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Toronto Maple Leafs are just a good team, are not a great team. They try everything. They bring Simons, Spencer, at the trade deadline, Nick Foligno, Ryan O'Reilly. They bring this year Max Domi. They bring Edmondson. They bring Bertuzzi, Ryan Reeves. They trade Anderson. They trade Ramis Sandin. They try to match up. They try to believe on that direction, and then they go to another direction. But all the time, they keep four players, Nylander, Matthews, Marner, and Tavares, and all of them get now a double-digit contract. Unfortunately, they never deliver the merchandise for the Toronto Maple Leaf fans. That's simple. You can have a season of 100 now in NHL. It's good, but it's not always great. It's easy to get point in the standing. What you have to look is about how they play as a group together. And every year, they have a problem as a goaltender. They have a problem on the defenseman, and they have a problem at the bottom six. It's been that way during the 8 years. Again, you can tell me they're not performing during the playoffs. I can understand that. When you look about the roster each year, and when you look how they play as a group together, it's not a team to go all the way to Stanley Cup because they are only a good team, not a great team. This is the reason why they win only one series and during the 8 years together. And the reason they are losing right now 3-1 is because Boston is just a better team. Leaf fans, many of them believe every year they're going to go all the way and they only judge their season on the playoff. But behind that, as an outsider fans, I see another way where they are just a good team, but they have always been a lack of fun things inside that team with fun old because they carry around four players are 44% on the salary cap. This is the way they believe it was the right way to build a team. But again, I just want to give you my opinion about that series right now. And after 4 games, the Boston Bruins are just a better team over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Here we go. This concludes my Habs Daily news about the series Boston and the Toronto Maple Leafs. OMG, I cannot wait to see all your comments to be against me because I did not make any excuse for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I understand what you're going to tell me, but at the end of the day, guys, Boston Bruins are a better team, and the Toronto Maple Leafs is only a good team. Until the next time, of course, remember, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, great day, everybody.